See, basically, we have been working on the commodities market for almost 4 years now. In 2014, we changed our technology, and it worked out fine. Very seldom an exchange is able to change its technology completely, which we did, and we thought now we should use the technology in other areas also. So we started wanting to look at the commodities derivatives. Of course, we had to go for a separate registration as an exchange because that time a separate regulator was there, and later on the regulators, FMC and SEBI got merged. So we were told that at some point in time you will get to trade in the same exchange. So why are you trying to set up a new exchange? And that's why we kind of waited. It has been a reasonably long wait, but now I'm happy that the day has come that we are able to start trading. And October 1 was decided by the SEBI board, and we said, okay, we'll launch it on October 1 so that we are able to fulfill our long cherished dream of bringing the more compliant, more disciplined frameworks of stock markets into the commodities markets, which includes trading, clearing, settlement, risk management, collateral management, member compliances, and so on and so forth. So overall, we think due to our technology and also our compliance framework, we would continue to be the most compliant exchange even in commodities going forward. The other part is how do we connect the underlying market, the spot markets, with the forward markets, because
although it is also a work in progress in that sense.
And the forward markets have been in existence in India for very long. Even the national commodities exchanges that are automated were also allowed around 15 years back, but still most of it was very speculative framework in terms of the national commodities exchanges, and spot market was actually not that well connected. And so there have been a lot of criticism. We have also taken that criticism to our heart, and we think we will be able to connect the spot market with the forward markets more effectively and ensure that India becomes a price setter for at least 10 commodities, which are where we produce or consume in, say, top 3 in the world. And that's what our hope is, that BSE, like it has become a place for capital creation, wealth creation for India, it should also become a place where people feel comfortable trading, taking hedge, as well as figuring out what the prices of any commodity would be in the future.
Mr. Patil, before coming to you, Mr. Chauhan, if I could ask you this, as I was referring to this in the opening, we all know for commodities, particularly metal, MCX almost had a monopoly for the longest of time. Now the moot question is, do you expect the pie to increase, or do we see all the 3 exchanges perhaps fighting for the same pie? What is the analysis, what is the backroom strategy going to be? Because clearly commodities also has its own set of challenges, because it's more always been an handhelded segment when it comes to regulatory or policy. So how do you see that?
So basically, BSE has a much larger footprint across the country. We have presence in 3,000 cities across India with more than 200,000 terminals, and that clearly tells you that we will be able to get in more people who are interested in these markets. The second part is even more interesting, is that how do we go and tell people that how to trade in commodities, and we do almost 4,500 investor awareness seminars every year. So of course the commodities will also be covered in that kind of framework. The third part is the connectivity and also the use of technology to reduce the issues that are even currently available in commodities exchanges in terms of handling the physical deliveries, which we are going to make it easier and automated to do things. Fourth thing is we are already tied up with most of the associations in not only in gem jewelry or basically in gold related areas, gold silver related, but also in base metals, in even soybeans, cotton, and so on and so forth. So we are going to work with all the associations to ensure that they also feel comfortable, and the real people connected to the spot market come into this sort of what we call organized markets.
Mr. Patil, if I come to you, we all know gold and silver are the contracts that you have chosen to begin with, and also I am sure going forward agro is something that you would be looking at. But everyone indeed felt that perhaps gold and silver is where, perhaps since the volumes are there, perhaps you have also said that from day one you would be looking at that. what is going to be the whole game plan? How do you see the volumes? Because in general, we are seeing volumes have suffered off lately, perhaps in the last 2 to 3 years, things are settling down. How do you see that from a business point of view? Because it is you who have devised this whole strategy and the product for BSE.
For me, it is very simple. It is actually to take this product to the nook and corner of the entire nation. We have tied up with Brinks India and Sequel Logistics to do our vaulting, and the idea is in the near future to make this physical delivered to each and every person's household. So it should be a pan-India delivery. As far as volumes are concerned, volumes will follow, but as the need of the hour is for physical deliveries. And when we are tied up with all the associations in India, so we have done a backward integration. We got the physical guys first onboarding. So we have the IBGA, BFI and the Gems and Jewelry Federation. So all these guys have come along with us to start this venture, and we are very happy to find their support. And definitely when you have other participants, they will also come down and participate. But the objective here, motto here is to have physical deliveries pan-India.
Mr. Chauhan, if I could come back.